guys, so it's been a while since I've done a get ready with me. And I know it is way past the season for this t-shirt, but how I felt in the last couple of weeks it sums it up. It sums it up. So yeah, I'm just gonna throw on some makeup. And then I've got some tasks to get on with. Household chores. I've got Luna's school tasks to help her with, which are they're really simple things, but trying to get her to cooperate. Yeah. I'm just throwing on the Bobbi Brown primer. I haven't used this primer in about a week. I freaking love this primer. And in my makeup basket this week, it is the 9th of February as I'm recording this. In my makeup basket this week, I've got the 2 primers that I've got in my project pan and alternating them, so yes, what works with what foundation and all that jazz. And I've just changed up my whole skincare. I will throw up my February skincare stash video real soon so you guys can see it. And I've got a bunch of project pan updates to do, and I've got a few intros to do as well. I'm going to start with the satin liquid, Dream Satin Liquid from Maybelline. This is in an upcoming project pan intro. I have started the project pan. I just haven't filmed an intro yet for it. But yeah, I think that's one of the things that held me back from being successful in project pans before, because I was like holding back on using things until I filmed the introduction, when really I should just bang on. I've written it down on a bit of paper. I'm keeping track of it personally. Don't need video documentation to begin. And that has been a real help this year, just, letting that go. I quite like this. I need another pump though. It has been so long since I used this foundation. But yeah, I'm just getting back into the swing of things again. I've had a few down weeks. I've actually started on a sort of diet program. I'm doing, no, don't anyone freak out, I'm doing Slim Fast. At the moment, I'm only replacing one meal with a shake, and that's my breakfast. Some days I will replace my lunch with a shake on days when I'm not feeling too hungry and I don't want to overeat. I will have a shake for my lunch. But for the most part, I still, if I'm hungry enough, I will have a proper food lunch. So far, I'll have days where it's going great. Like, I keep fluctuating between, let's just be real, let's use actual figures. I keep fluctuating between 11 stone 8/9, 11 stone 9 at my highest, down to 11.5. I keep fluctuating between those 4 pounds. And I'm just working on how to break out of there. I don't want to do anything too drastic, because that never goes well, and I don't want to spiral. I want to do this healthily, I want to do this safely. So I'm working on, watching what I'm actually eating, my liquid intake, how much coffee I'm drinking, the exercise, and all of that jazz. Because I'm thinking of trying a little challenge alongside it, which I don't know if I can do. I did try it one day last week and it didn't go very well. And it is the ounce per pound challenge. I don't know if that's like literally what it's called, but it basically boils down to an ounce per pound. And you're supposed to drink an ounce of water per pound of weight. And for me, taking an average of 161 pounds it worked out as something like 4, like an ounce is 30 mils, so it worked something out like 4.8 litres or something crazy. That's a lot to drink in a day. I did manage, like my bottle that I drink out of holds about 650 mils. I did manage 3 of those in one day, and that was when I woke up at 11 stone 5 the next day. So we're gonna try it again and see how we can do. If I can stretch drinking 4 bottles of four of my water bottles worth of liquid, if I can do that, then we'll see what we can do. We'll see. Oh my god, I actually really like this foundation. I don't know if it's like the foundation, the primer. I'm actually loving how my skin looks. It may be skincare. I will be throwing up a skincare routine. Well, my current skincare routine using what I've got in my stash. I will be doing that soon. I'm glad that I was filming even when I was not able to edit. That was something that came out of last year that I'm very happy with. The getting past the whole, oh well, I can't edit so I'm not going to film, or ditching footage that I filmed and haven't been able to edit. So I'll be editing that soon. I've got some weekly makeup baskets that are already edited. They're actually up on YouTube. I just haven't posted them live yet. I need to do that. But yeah, as far as like my weight goes, my main goal at the moment is to lose 10 pounds. If I can lose 10 pounds, then fandaby dozy. My ultimate goal, like I said, I'm an average of about 160. Is that 160? Yeah, I'm about 160, 161 pounds on average. My tippy-toppy goal would be to get down to 120 pounds. That's where I used to be. It's where I was most happy. I would love to be back to 120 pounds. We'll see if that is possible. I mean, I am a good 10 years older than I was when I was 120 pounds. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. I just used the Conceal and Define concealer, and oh, it goes really nicely with the Dream Satin foundation. That is really nice. I am loving my makeup today. I am going to go over a few spots with the YSL All Hours though. I have this big daddy of a spot here. It's one of those ones, you know when you get like multiple spots but they all sort of congregate in one place. You've got like 4 or 5 spots in one spot. Yeah, it hurts so much. And it popped yesterday as well, so it's even more sore today. But I'd love to know how you guys are doing. How is this, especially my UK folks, how's this 2nd or 3rd or whatever lockdown we are in now? How is it treating you? I'm so glad to hear that we're hopefully getting back to some degree of normality soon. Up in Scotland here, we've had a date of when the kids are getting, well, the early years are getting back to school, and that is my kids. So that'll be great. No word when I'll be getting back to work yet, because they haven't announced up here, as far as I'm aware. Although they may have by the time this video goes up. They haven't announced when they're going to be opening hospitality, which is my area of employment. Oh poop, I forgot to put on my cream bronzer. It's okay, we'll be fine. We will survive. I'm going to go in with, that was my number 7 Cream Touch powder for anyone who didn't know. I'm going with my Rimmel bronzer. Still need to film my intro for my Project 10 uses. Still. Using a slightly different bronzer brush today. Slightly fluffier. Oh, it's so good. So good. I love this brush. Love this bronzer. I am a well of positivity today. Despite the t-shirt. Maybe I should have just put on the t-shirt and slept in it, and then I might have woke up in a better mood. We'll see. But yeah, no word on when hospitality is getting to open up. So I don't know when I'm coming off a furlough. So I've just been busying myself here at home. I still have comments to get back to. I am aware. I'm getting there, guys. I'm getting there. But it's one of those things, when you put it off, and you just keep putting it off because you're like, oh. That's how I get sometimes with comments. It gives me major anxiety, and it's silly. I shouldn't let it control me like that. And I know people band about the word anxiety a lot for trivial little things, but it gives me major anxiety when I don't reply to comments promptly. And then it becomes that awkward stretch of time. Oh, that was a bit too much bronzer. Wasn't it? I went a bit ham with that. Oh. It's okay. We'll calm it down. It's fine. But yeah, I've just been busying myself, keeping the kids entertained, trying to do tasks when I can. Some of the things that they've sent over for us to do, I just don't generally agree with. I know a lot of it is, well, it's not like I don't agree with it, it's just, with having Roro, he's still a little bit too young to get the whole, I don't know, like, maybe it's just because it's me, because I'm their mum and they can push my buttons, but getting them to follow instruction and do as they're told from me, it's very difficult. And when you're trying to get your kid to do, like, exercises and you're trying to get footage of it or take a picture, it's hell. It's actual hell. Because he'll just battle into her and then she'll be hysterical crying. You'll knock her on the ground and all that, and he's going, like I've said, he's going through that hitting phase. It's getting less. But he's a strong little boy, so when he whacks her, it's bloody sore. I've had a few knocks from him. And he's only just turned 3. He's a strong little boy. So we're working on breaking down the hitting. Sorry, that highlight was the Dior one. And the blush I'm using is the Rose Gold highlight from Becca. I use it as a blush. So yeah, a lot of the time we don't complete a lot of the tasks. And some of it is, there is a lot of craft stuff. And because it sounds really petty explaining it like this, but it creates so much mess. I don't like mess. I really don't. I don't like having to pick paint out of my carpet. I don't like having to pick Play-Doh out of my carpet. I don't have play mats big enough, and being as outside of lockdown, we don't do crafts at home. We just don't, okay? My kids aren't the type that are like, oh, we want to play with paint, oh, we want to play with Play-Doh. They're just not that type of kids. They would rather play imagination games. So crafting games, like, I've had to go out and buy all this stuff, and it's... And again, it usually ends up in a fit of someone crying and a big ass mess to clean up at the end. So yeah, that is how homeschooling for nursery is going. And I know it sounds, I am very aware of how petty I'm sounding right now. The other thing is, we're supposed to be on the transition trajectory for getting her to transition into primary school, and none of the tasks to me feel like they're aiding that transition. Like there's no like writing or formation going on, like getting her to draw shapes type thing. There's none of that going on. There's none of this getting her to write her name. Like they're not interested in that, so I'm doing that myself instead of doing the task they set. A lot of the time when the task becomes what's the best way to phrase that, like once we've gone to the point of no return in a task where it's all broken down and everyone's upset, like fine, we're just putting this crap away and we're just going to do counting and letter formation. So that's what I've mostly been doing. I'm just going to go in with the Collection 2000 or Collection Dewey. It hasn't been called Collection 2000 for like nearly 10 years. And in between that, I've been working on the novel, which I know some of you guys are excited to get a little update for. The novel I was working on, like the series I was working on that I was originally going to publish, was a dark romance. It's turned from a duo to a trio to a 5-part thing. Oh, my battery's running down. Let's speed up a bit. And I don't want to rush it. I want it to be good when it comes out. I want to work on it a bit more and develop the story and thicken the plot a bit more. And it's like a dark romance with like a loan shark element. It's hard to describe without going too much detail for people that don't care. But yeah, I'm really, it's my baby. I love it a lot. So I've decided whilst working on that, I'm also going to work on a story that's pretty much already formed. It's pretty much already solid. I just need to restructure it and modernize it because it's something that I was working on back in 2014. So I want to modernize it a bit, and it is more of like a high school second chance romance with a twist. So that one will be the first that comes out. I'm not sure when it's going to come out, but that is the plan. So I've just gone into my brows with the brunette glimmer stick. And now I'm just going over my brows with a touch of wax. I actually watched Angelica Nickfist do her brows with the Anastasia brow freeze. And then when she said, oh, I usually use the wax after, and I'm like, I've been using the wax first. Let's try using the wax after. And oh, I love it so much more. I can get such a better shape with my brows. And I don't feel like I get such clumps of wax in my brow anymore. Because sometimes it would look like I could actually see the wax on my brow hairs. That is some intense brow going on, like. I have some intense brows. Yeah, so I've been working on that. I'm shooting for at least 1,000 words a day. I've got my desk area all set up in our bedroom, so I can actually sit there and work. So I'm just going to throw on some plumping gloss. This is also in another project intro that's coming soon. Yeah, I'm doing the 20 in 2021 challenge. I know I'm like a month late getting into it, but let's go for it. Now, brows done. Let's go on to eyeshadow. I've also been doing a lot of prep work for content from a blog. I'm planning to have at least 3 posts up a week. I basically had like a brainwave this past weekend and I wrote the outline for like 12 different blog posts. And yeah, and I'm working on a little project as well that I will talk about in another video because I want to keep it a secret for a little bit, but it's working on my knowledge of like makeup usage and things, and yeah, it's gonna be fun. I'm really excited about it. I'm just setting my. I only set up to my brow bone. I don't ever set my lid because I want to keep the lid clean for cream shadow. And then going in with an inner corner highlight. I'm just going to do like an average makeup look that I would normally do. I'm not doing anything super fancy. Should I zoom you guys in? Would that be? Nope. Camera says no. Okay, so I just had to reset my camera because it was just not having it. So I'm doing my inner corner highlight. How I start my makeup every day. And then going in to my Dusk Till Dawn palette. I'm going to put on my transition shade. So I have been a busy bee. I'm working on blending everything together, blending all my projects and to-dos together and optimizing as much of my time as possible. I'm actually able to like with being, this is going to sound odd, but with being on the slim fast, just like when I was taking my vitamins, like I find my energy a lot more stable, because like a glass of Slim Fast is just so packed full of like vitamins and minerals and stuff, so it really helps. Where did that other brush go? There it is. Right. I'm using slightly different brushes today because I want to see if I can get a slightly more controlled effect. I've been using fatter brushes, so I just want to do it a little bit different. See if I can get more lid space. Because that could be another reason why I've not been liking my makeup lately. I've not been using the right brushes. I've just been using what is here and going with it, but really it's time to change it up a bit. I have very much been enjoying doing the weekly makeup baskets, even if you guys haven't been seeing them at the time I filmed them. I'm enjoying doing the weekly makeup baskets. I'm enjoying using my Pan Those palettes. There's a child in the kitchen. Oh dear. I will say they are definitely getting better at, the kids are definitely getting better at the going in the kitchen thing when they're not supposed to. Like they're doing a lot less. It's just, you know, Mum's clearly busy, so let's do something to like, you know, test the boundaries. But yeah, I've been really enjoying doing my Pan That palette, really enjoying all my Project Pan makeup. I've done really well so far this year with not purchasing any beauty products. I didn't purchase, well, up until now. I didn't purchase any beauty products in the whole of January, and up until yesterday I placed an order for some skincare at Makeup Revolution and at Feel Unique, and I also ordered a Natasha Denona palette, which was a planned purchase. I was eventually gonna order another one. Eventually. I just decided last night was the night. So I ordered the gold palette. Just gonna pack this on the top. See, now using these smaller brushes, I'm getting a lot more of a lighter look than I have been getting. With using, I'll show you the brush I was using. This bad boy. This is the Zoeva Luxe Soft Definer, and what I just used was the M514. With using this brush, I like the look, but it just makes the look go smoky, no matter what you do. Just makes the look go smoky. That's not always what I'm going for. Sometimes I want a bit more of a lighter look. I mean, I know this is going to be super shimmery, what I'm doing right now, but it's not going to be like really deep and dark and heavy, which is not what I'm going for. I'm just going to run some shadow under here. Sorry, I was being nosy. I just heard some really loud voices out in my landing. I'm going to use some Gilded Ganache, and this is how I've been using Gilded Ganache, and I really like it. Just take it on a pencil brush and pack it under the eye here. I do love it. I do love it. I mean, it does drag my diet down a little bit. But it's about the only way I've worked out to use Gilded Ganache. I tried to use it as a crease shade and it just blended away to nothing, and ended up with fallout all over my face. So if this is how we have to use it, this is how we're using it. And I'm going in with, 1 second, so many interruptions. So I'm just going in with my Triple Fudge as a liner. If you guys remember that palette that I made up myself, I was using a black as a liner, a black shadow as a liner, and when I started doing my pan those palettes at the start of this year, there was something missing from my look, and it was using that shadow as a liner. So I started using this. I did try Gilded Ganache, and again, it just didn't quite work. They just fall out central. But Triple Fudge is my jam. Going in with a bit of black liner pencil. So just throwing on a couple of coats of mascara as well, just going in with my lip liner. Actually loving using lip liner again. It is amazeballs. I'm using a combination of lip balm and a lip plumping gloss. It helps bring a bit more volume to my lips. And I'm just going to go in with the Charlotte Tilbury Very Victoria. Love this lipstick, it's so pretty. Oh, oops. My mascara has smudged epically. But it's fine, it's fine. It's not like I'm going anywhere, right? And I'm just going to top it off with a little bit of iced pink lip gloss, just to bring a bit more pink to it. Okie doke, so this is how my makeup has been looking most days. Usually there's a bit of mascara smudge anyway, so hey-ho. But this is a little bit lighter than I have been going, so I'm really happy with how it's turned out. I'm really enjoying the products that I'm using. I'm so happy to also be introducing another product pan into the mix, just to spice it up just a little bit. You know, I do get bored every once in a while. I have been using up some products, so introducing more products, it feels fine. And I don't think it's going to hinder me, because it's a year-long project that I'm introducing. I don't think it's going to hinder my quarterly project too much. So, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for listening to me rabble, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye-bye.